best of conventional medicine and complementary alternative medicines, we're often talking about supplements, I think maybe excessively relative to some of the other issues. There's a fellow that I study with periodically named Dietrich Klinghardt, and he talks about the different levels of healing. And he'll talk about healing, at a purely physical level with medications or supplements, nutrition, etc. And then he'll talk about healing on an energetic level with, for instance, acupuncture therapies or other types of energetic therapies like Reiki. And then he'll talk about healing on a psychological, emotional level. And the therapies that they are very varied: psychotherapy, counseling, etc. And then he'll talk about healing on sort of a spiritual level, and as the most subtle but potentially effective. And so we never really, I think, addressed these things. We pay lip service to it, but so I've been wanting to have access to someone who could really maybe help those who want to work at these, what I consider more subtle and significant and higher levels of the healing process. And I won't describe the details of mindfulness therapy, but it's very practical. It's extraordinarily well researched and proven to be very effective in being useful to people. And I'm reminded of a patient of mine who has had cancer that was complex and that had recurred locally, and then the surgeries produced their own complications, and the person was just very troubled for a long time. And then she came in, and I started to see this transition in her personality, and she was more confident in herself and feeling better and healthier, and the things that had been hurting her and bothering her a lot were sort of in the background. And so I was really impressed. So she was telling me how she'd been doing this work at this center with Dr. Sager. She does other work as well. But so I contacted Dr. Sager, and because I was very excited to find someone who would teach mindfulness meditation therapies to my patients, assuming you want it or anyone wants it. And so I've asked her to come and just do a presentation of what she does. Dr. Sager's, fully trained and surgeon, and over the years, I think she sort of has decided to just focus in this other work because she feels like she is more effective for people. So, without further ado, Dr. Sager.
Since we're changing gears a bit, we're going to relax for a while, so I'm going to have a seat as well, if that's okay. So, thank you so much for letting me be here, and I do hope that by the time you leave here today, you'll understand really that you already have everything that you need to work with regard to mindfulness, and in particular stress reduction. We don't know that. We get busy thinking we have to look outside for answers, but I'm hopeful again that in the next, I'll do my best to show you that you already have exactly what you need. Okay? But in terms of making a transition, we've just taken in a lot of information that, at least for me, felt like it was coming in up here. I'd like to just take a moment and let us settle in and sort of change emotional and physical and mental gears by just settling down. So if you would, if it's okay for you, let your feet really rest on the floor. Feel yourself sitting on the chair and lift the crown of the head up to the sky. Notice where your head is. We get so excited about what happens next that we lean forward all the time. So come back, let your head rest directly over the spine. Notice your shoulders. Maybe they're curled up. Roll them back and open the chest and open the heart. And if you feel comfortable, either let your gaze just fall on the floor or let your eyes gently close. And what you may notice is that you'll just breathe out. Maybe you didn't even notice that you were holding your breath. So just take a moment to notice where you are, what's going on, beginning with this physical body. So for just a moment, let your awareness drift through the body and notice without judging what's happening inside your own body right now. Noticing tightness or tension. Noticing any aches or pains. And notice if by chance you know the part of the body where stress lives already. And if you do know that, let your awareness go there. Just see what's happening in that part that stores your stress. Can you rest inside your own skin without thinking about your body? Really feeling it. I call it coming to your senses. Feeling the feet touching the floor. Feeling the position of the body, the weight of the head, the temperature of the air. Just be here. And then take a moment to notice your breath as it comes and goes. And you might actually notice that the minute you pay attention to breath, you somehow change it or feel inclined to control it. And that's okay. Just notice that that's happening. But just for a moment, watch the breath as it comes in and goes out. Noticing where it goes and how it goes there. Maybe gently and smoothly. Maybe it feels sticky and edgy. Maybe it's fast or slow, deep or shallow. Just notice. Can you just sit here for a moment watching yourself being free?